everyone feel free to ask anything in chat box, and we'll start with our part two for session two it right now. If you don't have any questions right now to ask, I guess Rohit, you are ready with your presentation. Rohit, are you there?
Yes, guys, I have shared the link of Flutter documentation. You can visit for the better understanding of the what is Flutter.
Okay, so if any one of you is interested in setting up your environment on Flutter, please bring on your laptops, turn them on, and wait for our mentor Rohit Rishi to guide you through the process. I'm repeating myself. If any one of you is interested in setting up the environment for Flutter development, kindly turn on your laptops and wait for our mentor to guide you through the process. Just wait for 2 more minutes and Rohit will share his screen.
Hello, am I audible? So, guys, anyone who wants to set up their environment for developing the beautiful apps in Flutter can start their laptop. I will guide you how to install the softwares. So, guys, after 5 minutes, we are going to start. So, welcome everyone to the second session of our Flutter forward. So, in this session, we are going to set up our environment and also launch our first app. So, let me introduce myself. My name is Rohit Rishi. I am the core member of GDSC TIB. I am the former GDSC. I am the former Flutter facilitator of this event. When I was doing this event, the event name was Flutter Festival. So, guys, if you are feeling hungry, food take your food here, and with me, let's start the setup. So, the first thing first, everyone, please open your browser and type flutter.dev. So if you write this URL, you will got this beautiful UI. This is the official website for Flutter. So let's get started. So this is the steps we are going to follow to install Flutter in our system. So if you are a Windows user, you can click on this. If you are having Mac, you can click on this, or if you are having Linux, you can click on this. So most of the people are having Windows in their system. So let's go with the Windows. So so there are the instructions, or you can say the minimum requirements. So let's see. You should have at least Windows 7 or later in your computer or laptop. You must have 1.64 GB disk space, but this is not including the IDE tools. We are also installing further some more softwares for using this app. This is just for the SDKs, the tools where which should be used while installing this software. It is not mandatory, but you can use it. Windows PowerShell is already having in our Windows 7. So click on this Flutter SDK. This is the Flutter Windows 3.7.8 stable zip. Click on this and you can see our download has started. But I'm not downloading this because I already have this folder. Okay. So guys, if your download is complete, I will tell you the further step. So anyone who is downloading right now can message me in the chat box. I'll wait for 2 to 3 minutes. Or if anyone not having laptop right now and wants to set up their environment, can write these steps on their notebook. Or if you're having any query, you can ask me directly, or you can contact us through our group, our GDSC TIB group. So if you are having a good internet connection, it will be downloaded in few minutes. So the downloading is going on. So let's discuss the further step. So after the download of the zip file, we have to open this to extract it, and after extracting we have to copy that extracted file in this path in C drive src flutter. So if this is not having in your C drive, we will create, so don't worry about this. After that we are going to set up our path in environment variables. So this thing is already downloaded in your system. Drop me a quick message if it is completed. Yes, Satyajit. Okay. One more minute. I will wait. So guys, we can also do this using our Git instructions. But for making this event or this session beginner friendly, I'm not going to use that. So after that setup, we are going to use these commands in our CMD. So wait for that. So if this file is downloaded, please extract that file. And let's go to our C drive. So if you are not having this folder, please create this folder called src. All should be in small letters. And on this folder, you have to paste your extracted file here. So guys, please do quickly so that we can move forward. After extracting your zip file, create a folder in your C drive called src and paste that extracted files and folders here. So I thought you have guys done that. So open command prompt and type a command called where is Flutter. So here you can see that it can identifies our path, that where is our Flutter folder. It's inside our C drive src. This is our extracted files and folders. So let's move to the next step. So guys, am I going too fast? Can you please repeat that earlier step in CMD? So open your command prompt. License don't work. Okay, license part. Wait. First type Flutter Doctor. And copy this command here. Flutter Doctor -- Android -license. So what you should do in this step? After writing this step here, click enter, and if all permissions are allowed, then okay. If not, press Y and click enter. We should accept all the agreements in this license. Okay, so let's continue this further. Open Android Studio and go to settings. In files, go to settings. Wait, guys. Just like in our VS Code, we are installing extensions from VS Code. Here we have to install plugins. So come here and write Flutter. So you can see I've already installed that. So please click install in this button and install the Flutter package. So Dart, we are using Dart to create our applications, and Dart is already present inside Flutter. If you install on Flutter plugin, you will automatically see when you press or when you search Dart, it is already installed. So guys, must install Flutter plugin from plugins and restart your system or restart your Android, restart your Android Studio. So in many of your computers who are having low-end systems are facing problem with Android Studio. So if you are one of these, you can use VS Code for creating this. So let me open my VS Code. So we can languages like C or Java. Before writing any program, we have to install or we have to import some packages or some header files. So let's in same as in Dart or in Flutter, we have to import some packages. So let's start with the importing some packages. Import package. So I am going to create a material app. If you are going to create some iOS app or mainly the iOS app, you can use Cupertino.dart. So I am using material.dart. So guys, as in many programming languages, if you write some code, if you run some program, it's go through some main functions. So here also we have to create some main function which should be the opening gate, the opening path for our code from where our code will run. So let's create void main. In this, we have to run a function called run app. So these run app should be required and must required to run our app. And here we have to pass some widgets, some class, so that we should run. So I'm going to write a widget, which is my app, or you can say that it's my class. App. Press semicolon here. So this is showing error or underline with red. This indicates that I haven't created my app class. So let's create my app class. Before creating this, let's go to the section in flutter.dev. So guys, as you see, this is the widget index, or I want to show you the widget catalog. Catalog. So you can see that. So just like if you are creating some Android apps, everything is a view. But when you are creating a class, it is a object. So let's create a class. So in my case, I am creating a class. So a Flutter app, everything is a widget. Just like if you are creating a HTML web page, everything in HTML page is an element. So you are using each thing, each and everything for creating each and every element. So just like that, we are using some widgets. So we are just using that widgets, and we can see the effects and result on our output. So before telling you the widgets, before using these widgets, I'm going to explain about the widgets. So widgets are of two types. Let me minimize everything. So in simply, if anyone wants you to explain the elements in the Flutter app, you can say that everything in the Flutter app is nothing but widgets. There are two types of widgets: stateful widget and stateless widget. So from the name, you can assume what is stateful and stateless. What is stateless? Where no changes in widget value. When there is no change, you can say that there are some text widgets, some icon widgets, icon button widgets, raised button widgets, which are not going to change and whose value is not going to change. On the other side, on stateful widget, when the widget changes its value, it's a stateful. Means on checkbox, if we click, there are some states that is going to change. On radio button, when you click, there is some states we are going to change, which is going to change. So when stateful widget change, it overrides and create state and return state. But in stateless, it override build and return widget. So look carefully in this build. When we are using stateless widget, there is a function, or you can say method, which is build, and this will return widget. So both are used to make UI, but stateful widget are used to make the UI dynamically. So guys, before wasting the time, let's show you some widgets. And I want to explain you about the structure. So hope you guys can see. So everything in Flutter app, you saw this app, right? The opening app that have you created after creating our Flutter project. This app has shown. So let me tell you each and every components about this. So everything here is a widget. This is scaffold. So this is built. I told you that when we are using stateless widget, we have to use a method called build, and the content is passing through this build, and we are returning some widgets. We are not returning some states, we are returning some widgets because we are using stateless widget. So scaffold is nothing but a widget. And what is a scaffold? This is the very important part of our app development journey in Flutter. So as HTML gives us the two sections called head and body, just like the scaffold, if we are using this entire thing is called scaffold, which divides our page into two sections. The one is this head section, which we can call the app bar, and the another part, which is the rest of this, is called body. So this is the body. So you can see this one is the app bar inside the scaffold, and another one is body. So don't worry about this code. I will teach you, I will show you each and everything, what is this and what is that. So let's move and write our and do our tradition of writing hello world. So I'm not going to break that tradition. So let's move and write. Let's open our Android Studio. So there are some shortcuts to create stateful and stateless widget. If you write st-less, it will create a new stateless widget. And if you write st full, it will create a new stateful widget. So I'm going to create a stateless widget. So let's write stateless and select on this. This will create automatically a class, and I want to make my class name as my app. After writing my app, you can see the error is gone because I'm passing this app on the run app, and I want to write the every functionality of my code here and run through this main function. So I told you before that the stateless widget as using a build method and return some widgets. So I'm not want to create or to return a container widget. I want to return something called material widget because I'm using material.dart. So that's why I'm using material. So material app. So in material app, what we are going to write the title of our project. So first give some title of our project. So let's write title. So after typing T, it already giving me suggestions that what you are want to use. So I want to use title, and let's name the title. So title we are going to use a name. So name should be, if you are a programmer, you know, string should be inside the single inverted comma or double inverted comma. So I'm using single inverted comma here. I'm going to name this my app. My After writing title inside the material app, I'm going to use. So guys, so let's see the material of what we are having. So press Control plus space. This will gives you the option. I am inside material app, and this will show me what things I can use inside material app. Just explore the options and use and run with it. So I want to use home. Click on home, and I show you the scaffold. I want to first create the structure of my page so that I can put some inputs in it. So let's call scaffold, and on scaffold I want a header section in above which will tell that this is my home page. So let's use app bar, control plus space to see what can I use. I'm using app bar. So guys, you are thinking that why am I using this two times? This is nothing but a key pairs. If you are using key, you start with small letter, and if you are typing its value or you are providing his value, you have to write in first word with capital. So in app bar I want to give a heading called or a text called my app or my homepage. So control plus space. What we can add, I, there are many things, but I want to add a title. The title I don't able to write a direct name. I have to use a widget called text widget to show some text. So let me show you the structure. So here is the text, and here is also a text. So a text is written with the help of this text widget. If I have to write, or if I want to write something, I have to wrap this inside a text widget. So open this and use text widget. inside text, I want to put the name, that is home page. So guys, do along with me. So our home pages. So our app bar is already provide a heading to our app bar, and let's move the hello world. To create hello world, we have to create hello world inside the body section. So let's write body, and inside body I want to create a text. Text is there, and inside the text I want to write the name of my file. So, oh sorry, name dot, not the name of the file, the hello world. So, hello world. So let's save this. On clicking the control plus S, it will automatically runs the hot restart. So you can see here, and let's run what is the output after so many times, or on this way it's very long, or you can say that it's we are just writing, we haven't run this, what these things are doing. So let's run. Is it start? Let's close this and run once again. Okay, now it's taking. So we'll wait for some time. So you can see that with the using of the app bar, let me reduce its size. So you can see with the help of app bar, we are able to create a beautiful heading with the name homepage. And we also created a hello world inside our body. But it is showing in the topmost left corner. And I want to show the center. So how can I do? So I have to say you guys, just like in HTML, you are using some elements to do different types of functions or to add different types of functionalities. In just same ditto in Flutter, we have to use different types of widgets for the different tasks. So you thought that from where we will use Dart? Is this language is Dart? No, we are using Dart on creating functionalities. So just like in HTML, CSS, JavaScript, we write JavaScript code on some buttons to do some functionality. Just like that, in this, where we will use Dart language to add some functionality. But for the beginners, I'm just I'm using you how to create the UI of the web page of your app. So guess, anyone guess how we can make this make this text in the center? If this same thing will be shown in your HTML, you will use something called align. Or you already used CSS to make this text in center. So just like that, I used a widget called center. So in body, I'm not going to use directly this. Let's cut it and use center. And I'm using center widget, and inside center what I can take. So you can see I don't able to write text inside center. I have to use a child. So in some of the widgets you will see we are using child and children. Here in the structure you can see we are using child, means inside a center we are using one child, one thing, one element, that is child. We are using child. But when we are using multiple things, we are using children. So on some widgets, some widgets are using child and some are using children, which have more functionalities to add or more properties to add. There we are using children. So I only I only want to use text. That's why I'm using child. So let's paste our code, the text one, and let's save and let's run this. So see, our text is aligned in center. So guys, before ending this session, I have a request, or you can say sincere request to all of you that please visit this site called flutter.dev and explore as much as you can in widget catalog, that how these widgets can be used. Let's see the basic widgets. You will able to relate. So this is the app bar we have just used. See, these are the some complex things. So this app bar just used to create a header section. If you already know a language, you will easily able to understand that here we are using a class, we are using instances, creating extensions. So please explore the widget section. Use different kinds of widgets and use in your app and create some beautiful apps. So please explore these sections. On the next session, I will use this all widgets to make a beautiful app. So I'm going to finish. If anyone having any problem, you can ask, open your mic, or you can message me in the message section.
Okay, guys, if you have any queries, you feel free to ask. Okay, okay. If you don't have doubt, then I have some homework to do for you. First, let me share my screen. Yes, you guys have seen the how guys have make one app. You yes, 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 yes. Is it visible? Is it visible? Okay. So you guys have made an app. Yes, I know it is not a very big app, but you have made an app. So if you analyze carefully, the you have for to make an app, you do not have to write many lines of code, just a few lines of 20 or 30 lines of code. Yes. So before going to end this session, these are the few key points for you guys. First, first point is everything is in Flutter is nothing but a widget. Okay. So, and widgets are of two types. So you can, Rohit has explained the what are the stateful widgets and what are the stateless widgets, and you guys can understand also. And if you have any problem, you can communicate with us anytime. And then I have some homework for you guys. First, I would like to request you all to explore, explore the documentation of Flutter and Dart also. I have shared the link for the documentation of Flutter, and let me show you something about Dart documentation. If you go with this link, then you will see you will see the page. Let me just share with you. Uh, okay, yes. If you come to this page, then you'll get to know what are the things inside our Dart language. Don't worry, we'll discuss about this in our later on later sessions. For now, you have to just explore this documentation, and Rohit has told you that how to make a dummy app like Hello World as our this is our what do we call it as, what is that, what I, yes, tradition. So we continue our tradition. So please guys, please do it by yourself once more. Okay, so let me end this session. Thank you all of you to joining this session, and thank you all of you guys. Thank you. We'll see you on next session. Gaurav, are you there?
Yeah, yeah, I'm there.
Yes. Yes, Gaurav. Yes. If you have any query, then feel free to ask. And if there is any problem, we can extend our session. We can make it 5 also. Okay, guys. See you on the next session. Tata. Bye bye.